like, I was just speculating on how Doctor Who keeps track of the sell-by dates, you know, because he might buy some milk in 1984, and then when he's in the year 3000, then he'd be thinking, is that milk alright? I say it's not really a joke, it's like a question to take to a fans convention. Yesterday, I was thinking, this is fucking great. And I was thinking, I'll contact the writers of Doctor Who, and we can have an episode based around this. They can all get food poisoning, and then it'll be like kind of Ken Loach meets Doctor Who. Like we'll see parts of the TARDIS that you don't normally see, like his fridge, his bathroom, bedroom, you know, as they're all ill, just trying to recuperate. Because I looked up the word scatological recently. I also think scatological is like an extension of the word scatty, which means disorganised. Scatological means like a disorganised logic. But it doesn't mean that. Scatological actually means a preoccupation with excrement. And I keep saying to people, hey, I'm really scatological. Girls, primarily, I'll talk to them for a bit, blathering on as I'm doing, and then I'll say, hey, I'm a little bit scatological, hoping to impress them with the long word. But what it actually sounds like is a few lines of nervous subterfuge before I hit them with my excrement fetish. I go, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and can I have a shit on you? The worry's twofold. They'll either bugger off, disgusted by me, oh, they'll stick around harbouring dirty expectations that I will be unable to meet because I'm essentially a very normal chap. I get it from my dad, this desire to be unstoppable, to be the best. My dad's a funny chap. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot the gold. I get it from my dad, this desire to be the best. But my dad was far past his best. Like a carton of milk in Doctor Who's fridge. Yeah, I think we'll all just have a little drink and salute that joke. Gold. Anyway, my dad was a funny chap, right? He thought outside the box. He was a maverick. That wasn't gold, but I'm still going to drink to it. I drink to gold, I drink to silver. I'll even have a little sip to pewter. Yeah, and I've got some comedy pewter as well. I've got comedy has all the main elements of metal. I haven't got a science degree, so I can't phrase that sentence very well. Alright, anyway, see, my dad I got close to it, but then I realised that it required some form of professionalism to handle the microphone stand. Alright, anyway, my dad ran... Did I mention my dad ran a clothes shop in a small coastal mining town? I know it was a pie shop a short while ago, but he moved quickly. That was to be my success, but also my downfall. So you can understand this better. I'm going to perform it for you with laughter here. Can I get up? Come on, it's fun. Yes. Crackling under the glaze of the spotlights. I think you will have to use your imagination for that bit. Alright, Lana. This is the first stage of my unstoppable face stage wrestling move. The father, come at me. Like this, like a mighty bear. And slowly, so I can perform. Alright, this is the first stage. I would grip my opponent as a father would a child and pull him into my chest, rousing in my opponent a state of childlike innocence, making him feel dependent upon me. Respond to my touch, feel dependent. Alright, dependent upon me as a child is upon his father. At this moment I would then perform the son, spinning my opponent round and leaping onto... Only once. Leaping onto his shoulders. Get on your knees. That's a shoddy stage and it's a health and safety consideration. Leaping onto his shoulders, placing the burden upon and responsibility upon him, a child in his own mind. And I would whisper things like, Daddy, Daddy, can I have a penny mix-up? Daddy, why is there no electricity? Is it because you've neglected to pay the bills? And this, my opponent would drop to his knees, bang! Imagination's required there. And then I would perform the first stage. dropped to his knees, a child crushed by the pressures of parental responsibility. I think we all knew that. And then I would perform the third stage for Holy Ghost, based upon the film Ghost. I would sit behind my opponent, wrap my arms and legs around him, and with my hands on him, mime the sculpting of a huge cock-shaped pot, just like Swayze did with Demi Moore in the very famous film. This final move would emasculate the bold leotarded warrior that had entered the ring, leaving behind a sexually confused child father. That's the noise of it. That's the noise of sexually confused child fathers everywhere. But then the move was to turn upon me. One day I was hugging the woman I loved. And then, before I even knew it, I spun around and leapt upon her shoulders. I was galloping around the house. She couldn't even enjoy the strange eroticism of the Holy Ghost because she had a crick in her neck. Oh, I lost everything, but at least I can say once I did love. My brother couldn't say that, because my brother had problems with his head, dimensional problems. And his head was flat, it lacked a third dimension. I wasn't born that way, it was an accident. See, my mum used to say, kids, stay away from the iron, it's hot. But my dad, a maverick thinking outside the box, said, kids, strike while the iron's hot. The same thing, and they'd landed him in spandex trouble. Alright, strike while the iron's hot. The conflicting catchphrases befuddled my brother, and before he could separate the metaphor from the Morphy Richards, he brought 100 degrees centigrade of smouldering metal down on his little head, flattening it, leaving him resembling a depressed spatula for the rest of his life. Yeah, leave school, he was a distraction to the other children. He got a job in a greasy spoon cafe, flipping burgers and waffles with his face. Brought in a kind of vicious, heckling circus crowd looking for kicks between shows. But, you know, he was mocked, he was ostracised, and yeah, he might have been working as a kitchen utensil, but he did have feelings. Not in his face, but nerve endings were severed for his own good. In his heart, the clogged arteries of his broken heart. And his heart was broken, because after the accident, my parents couldn't look him in the eyes. No one could, not in unison, they were too scared. Now pick one or the other, the right or the left, and it was usually the left, because it was from Greece, the right was swept round the back. Even my brother not knowing if he was coming or going, and he was usually going, because when you got a head shaped like a spatula, you don't get many invitations. Except people to barbecues, and that's a busman's bloody holiday.
Reach your hands over